Welcome to Yoga with Subhash. In this segment, we will practice the asana called Setu-bandhasana or the bridge pose. In today's segment, in addition to the basic version of the bridge pose, I'll take you through a few different variations that are commonly practiced. Let's get started with the basic version of the asana. Lie down flat on your back with the arms alongside the body, palms facing down. Bend your knees and place the feet flat on the floor. Keep your feet hip distance apart, parallel to each other, and bring the heels as close to the buttocks as possible. Pressing the upper arms and the feet into the floor, while inhaling, begin to lift your buttocks up toward the ceiling. When the buttocks are up, roll the body side to side and try to roll the shoulders back, bringing the shoulder blades close to each other. This will help you lift the chest up higher and also bring the chest closer to the chin. In the final position, try to clasp the hands together under your back. Interlock the fingers and pull the hands away toward the feet. Try to pull the hands toward the feet and try to bring the feet closer to the hands. Maintain this position with the arms on the ground and elbows straight. If you are unable to clasp the hands together, keep the arms parallel to each other with the palms facing down. In the final position, maintain a gentle pressure with the heels and the upper arms on the floor to keep the buttocks and the chest up, and stay in the final posture for a total of about 8 to 10 breaths, if comfortable. To come out of the pose, bring the arms out, and then while exhaling, slowly release the buttocks and the spine down and rest in Shavasana for a few moments. And now we will practice a few different variations to the basic pose that we just practiced. In the first variation from the final bridge pose, we will try to lift one leg at a time to a full vertical position. So let's get started. Once again, going through these steps that we did earlier, get into the bridge pose. You can either keep the arms parallel to each other with the palms facing down on the floor, or as we did in the first variation, clasp the hands together, interlock the fingers and pull the hands away from you toward the feet. Once you are in the final position, while maintaining the lift of the buttocks, try to lift one leg up to a vertical position and hold it there for a couple of breaths. Now slowly bring the leg down. Pause briefly in the bridge pose. And now we'll repeat the same move with the other leg. So bring the other leg up to a full vertical position. While you're bringing the leg up, maintain pressure with the other foot on the floor so that the buttocks continue to stay lifted up all the way. And again, hold the leg up for just a couple of breaths and then slowly bring it down. With a final push with the feet, lift the buttocks up higher and then bring the arms out and very gently release the buttocks and the back down to the floor. And finally rest in the Shavasana for a few moments. In the next variation, we will try to hold the ankles with the hands to get into the bridge pose. So once again, lie down flat on your back, arms alongside the body and palms facing down. As you bend your knees, place the feet flat on the floor. You may have to adjust the position of the feet so that you can hold on to the ankles with the corresponding hands. While breathing in and gently pulling the feet towards you, begin to lift the buttocks up. With a gentle pressure on the ground with the feet, try to lift the thighs and buttocks to their highest position. And as before, roll the shoulders back to try and lift the chest up high as well. If you are unable to hold on to the ankle with your hands, you may like to use a strap wrapped around the ankles. And then try to hold the strap as close to the feet as possible, and then pull the ankles toward the buttocks, and it will have the same effect as pulling the ankles with your hands. And maintain the final position again for about 8 to 10 breaths. When you're ready to come out of the pose, release the ankles, and then very slowly release the buttocks and the back down to the floor, and finally rest in the Shavasana for a few moments. In the next variation, we will get into the bridge pose dynamically with the movement of the arms overhead. So lie down flat on your back with the arms alongside the body with the palms facing down. Again, bend your knees and place the feet flat on the floor, keeping the feet hip width apart, parallel to each other, and with the heels as close to the buttocks as possible. While inhaling, begin to raise your buttocks off the floor as high as you can, while simultaneously raising the arms up all the way and bringing them back overhead. While exhaling, bring the buttocks and the back down slowly, while simultaneously bringing the arms back alongside the body. Continue these movements for about 5 to 6 breaths. After the last inhalation, hold the position for an additional 3 to 4 breaths before coming out of the pose. To come out of the pose, while exhaling, slowly release the buttocks down while at the same time bringing the arms back alongside the body. And finally, rest in the Shavasana for a few moments. In the final variation, I will show you how to use a block under your back if you have difficulty holding the final position, either due to weakness or some pain in the back. So once again, go through the initial movements to get into the bridge pose. So bring the feet very close to the buttocks and lift the buttocks up as high as you comfortably can. And then use a block and try to position it vertically under the lower part of the spine. Make adjustments so that the block feels comfortable and does not cause any additional discomfort or pain. With the buttocks lifted up, bring the arms all the way back overhead and then see if you can maintain this pose for about 5 to 7 breaths. When you want to come out of the pose, bring the arms back alongside the body and bring the block out from under the back and very slowly release the buttocks and the back down to the floor, and then finally relax in the Shavasana for a few more moments. I thank you for watching this video. I hope you will enjoy practicing with me. As always, I'd love to hear your feedback or comments, and I hope to see you back for a future video. Namaste and have a wonderful day.